Now we turn to Brussels, where NATO is preparing for its biggest military build-up since the Cold War. The United States, other members have agreed to send troops to the Baltics and Eastern Europe. Mariam Zaidi has more on those moves and why NATO member Spain is under pressure after it offered to resupply Russian warships heading to Syria.
NATO defence ministers are in Brussels for a two-day meeting in an effort to send Russia a message. And that message is that NATO allies are not going to sit idly by while Russia deploys ballistic missiles that could hit targets in Poland and the Baltics. The gathering is a follow-up to July's summit in Warsaw, which saw a commitment by NATO to deploy a rotation of 4,000 troops by 2017 to the Baltics and Eastern Europe in a show of force, amid fears of Russian aggression along the NATO-Russia border.
NATO does not seek confrontation with Russia. We don't want a new Cold War and we don't want a new arms race. And therefore what NATO does is defensive and it is proportionate. At the same time, NATO has to react.
There was another issue getting attention as the NATO meeting got underway. Spain has been allowing Russian vessels to refuel at one of its ports, raising concerns amongst allies. Those ships could take part in airstrikes on Aleppo.
We'd be extremely concerned that any NATO member should consider assisting a Russian carrier group that might end up bombing Syrian civilians.
But that call for solidarity was quickly met. As the defence ministers were meeting in Brussels, the Spanish Foreign Ministry issued a statement to allay ally concerns over the refuelling of Russian warships. Russia, it said, had withdrawn its request. At his news conference following the meeting, Stoltenberg spoke of further commitments by the allies in addition to the pledged forces led by Canada, Germany, Britain and the United States. He said NATO would establish a new unit on intelligence and look to strengthen cyber defence. Mariam Zaidi, CCTV, Brussels.